It's going all the way uphill.
Wow.
Another curiosity with this section. Well, because everybody was so afraid of a new earthquake, the minister of the king, nós depois vamos para a direita, tá bem? Vamos para Belém. He decided to give Lisbon a new city, but a city that would resist to another earthquake. So he calls some architects and engineers, he surrounds himself with the best, and he says to them, I want something resistant. We must build something to stay forever, and that would not cause so many deaths after an earthquake. So they invent here a first anti-seism system. We call it the cage. And the cage is a structure made of wood that is inside these buildings. So the main structure for these buildings is a cage made of wood, and then around this cage the buildings were constructed. But this makes the building be I would say they're not steady ones. They can move and not be destroyed. So this was quite impacting for in those days, and it was a great idea. We have had some earthquakes since then, not as big one as that one, but yes, we had some. We are close to the Atlantic and close to the epicenter of all seisms here, but this cage is still here, and because it's an historical area, it cannot be destroyed. So some of these buildings, most of these buildings still have this structure inside. So this area here ends by the riverside. Lisbon has no ocean. It was built on the bank of a river, the Tagus River, Tejo, T-E-J-O, a Tejo River. And the Tejo is an Iberian river, comes from Spain, flows from Spain. The spring is southwest of Madrid, in a mountain called Albarracin, and flows all the way crossing part of Spain and all Portugal to reach the Atlantic Ocean here in Lisbon. So it marries the Atlantic Ocean here at this point. When the first inhabitants arrived here, we're talking about Greeks, Romans, Carthaginians, Romans, they thought that because this was by the river bank, they would have sweet, drinkable water. Wrong, because the mouth of the river is so wide that the tides come up, and this water here at this point is salted water. So they had to find water somewhere else in the city, and only one of the 7 hills had water, and that's where they established first Alfama. Later, even before the earthquake, our king decided to have a huge water aqueduct built to bring water to the city, and then distributing the water through fountains spread all over the city. And this happened and was built 5 years before the earthquake. And the earthquake happened and the aqueduct survived. So it saved a lot of lives after the earthquake, because we needed drinkable water, sweet and drinkable water here. Olha que lindo. É assim que ele para. É assim que ele para. Okay, now it's stopping right in the middle of the cross of the streets. Ah, ela move. Okay, there he is, moving a little bit. Incrível. So the square that was rebuilt after the earthquake that we'll be seeing next was the place where the royal palace was located before the earthquake. The palace was completely destroyed. We lost everything that was inside the palace. Works of art, all the silversmith, goldsmith, the jewels of the queen, everything disappeared. Gone with the water, with the tsunami. So with the rebuilding, the king had to go and move. He had to go living in different section after the earthquake. So the reconstruction was different. Take a look on your left-hand side. You see those two towers? The oldest church in the city, the Cathedral of Lisbon, located right on top of the hill. So the result of the reconstruction gave us this beautiful open square. The king decided to concentrate here all his ministries. So all government was here, and we still have here some ministries working, so offices of the government. And it's a beautiful square with a monument in the middle dedicated to the king during the time of the earthquake, Joseph. So now from here we will go driving